Hello and welcome my dear third standard students. How are you all? I hope you all are fit, you all are fine, taking care of yourselves in this pandemic period. Also you are following all the lectures of science. As you know that FA2 is over and within a while time you will get your results. I hope you have not forgotten that I have been informing you that SA1 will soon come and you have to prepare for SA1 too. So my dear students, now you know that in the previous science lecture we have started the new chapter number 7, parts of a plant. So in that chapter we are going to have the detailed knowledge and understanding of different parts of the plant. You need to know in this age, you need to have the knowledge about the parts of plant, and that is what is given in chapter number 7. So in the previous lecture we have done few things, few topics. So let's get started. Let us continue with the explanation part, with the detailed understanding of few topics which were left to be explained in the previous lecture. So my dear students, as you can see that if you don't have textbook, still you don't have to worry about the textbook in the science lecture, as this is the textbook on the screen you can see. So this is the chapter we started, and here you can see that we have already solved this warm-up exercise in the previous lecture. First we solved the jumbled words and then we labeled the diagram, so that I hope that you have watched the previous lecture so as to have the detailed understanding of today's lecture, as every lecture is interlinked. That means if you want to understand today's lecture properly, you need to watch the previous lecture and understand the concept of previous lecture properly. So in the previous lecture we have already solved this. Not only that, but also after solving the warm-up exercise we have started with the parts of plant and their uses. So parts of plant and their uses, in the previous lecture we understood that there are two main parts of the plant. One is shoot and another part is root. So root and shoot are the two main parts, or you can say that are the two main kind of label you can give to the plant. Though root is very short part, or you can say the bottom part, whereas shoot has 3 to 4 more different parts in it, because shoot is the upper part of the plant which contains bud, flower, leaf, fruit, stem. So these all parts are included in the shoot part, the upper part which is above the ground, which you can see with your eyes, whereas root is the bottom part of the plant which is beneath the ground, you cannot see with your eyes. So basically the plant is divided into two parts, root and shoot. That is what I have already explained you in the previous lecture. Not only that, but also in the previous lecture we saw that there are two types of root. So the one is taproot, another is fibrous root. In taproot there is one main thick root which is attached, or you can say that other small root are attached with one main root. But in fibrous root there is no main root. All the roots are scattered and all are thin. As you can see, there is no main root. So that is only the difference between taproot and fibrous root. So this is what we have done in the previous lecture. Now let us continue with the next and the new topic for today's lecture is functions of root. Functions of root, which is on page number 70. If you have your textbook, you can sit with your textbook. If you don't have, it's okay. We will do it here. Now as you can see that functions of root, let us read and understand. Some of the main functions of the root are given below. So now here you are going to understand the functions of the root. What are the functions? What is the job of root in plant? It helps the plant stay fixed to the soil. So roots helps the plant to stay fixed in the soil. As you know that in the previous few lectures we have already learned about it, that plants do not have movement. That means plants cannot move from one place to another place. It can move just the upper body with the air, with the flow of air, but plants cannot move from one place to another like all the other living things. So in living and non-living things we have already understood this topic, that roots helps the plant to stay fixed to the soil. That means it stays at the one place only with the help of root which is there beneath the soil. So this was the first function. Second function, it takes in water and minerals from the soil which are used by the plant for making food. So my dear students, the second function is it takes the water and minerals from the soil. The roots takes the water and mineral which is absorbed by the soil, and then that water and mineral are used by the plant for making food. You know that green plants make their own food, and the process by which they are making the food is known as photosynthesis. So this is what the process of food making is. But for that process, plants need water and mineral which is provided by the roots to the plants, to the upper body of the plant. So that is the second function of the plant. Third function is some plants store extra food in their roots. Some of these roots such as radish, turnip, beetroot and carrot can be eaten by human beings. So my dear students, they have said that some plants are storing the extra food in their root part, not in the upper part, in the lower part they are storing some extra food. And students, you might be knowing radish, turnip, beetroot and carrot. These all are the roots which we eat, we human beings can eat. As you can see my dear students, here I have brought the pictures of beetroot, carrot, turnip. So these are the roots. If you have ever seen, I know that 99% of the students might have seen all of these. You might be eating all of this. Yes, you might be having different names for these roots in your languages, but I am pretty sure that you have seen these roots. So my dear students, these are the roots which grow under the ground. As you can see, this picture of carrot, as you can see this picture, it is clearly shown, it clearly depicts that carrot is growing under the ground, whereas only the leaves are visible above the ground. So my dear students, now I hope you have the idea of how some plants grow the extra food in their roots. So these are the three functions of the root. I hope you have understood all these functions and how the roots are helpful, in what way are they helpful to the plant. Now students, let us move towards page number 71. So page number 71 has the topic stem. So stem is the main part of the shoot. Stem is the main part of the shoot. The stem can be strong or weak. Trees such as banyan tree and peepal tree have thick and strong stem called the trunk. So my dear students, stem is the main part of the shoot. Shoot means the upper body of the plant or tree. The upper body of the plant or tree is called stem. So stem is the main part of the shoot, because the stem can be strong or weak. Stem can be strong or weak. It depends on the different plants and trees. Moreover, it is said that trees such as banyan tree and peepal tree have the thick and a strong stem called trunk. So as you can see in the picture, peepal tree is given and you can see the trunk. So this part is called trunk. Actually it is stem, but it is a strong stem and it is known as trunk. So I hope now you know what is trunk, which part of the tree is called trunk. As you can see, I have brought one original picture of the tree with a strong trunk. So these are all the trunks, correct? So these are all very strong, unlike the other plants. Now let us move further. It holds the tree straight and upright. So now here they have said that trunk are the part of the tree which holds the tree straight and upright. That means it doesn't allow the tree to bend down. So if the trunk of the tree is strong, it will stand straight. As you can see in the picture, this tree is growing straight and it stands straight. So because only the trunk is thick and strong. Plants such as grapevine, money plant and bean have weak stems. Such plants either grow along the ground or need the support of other plants, walls or stick. So you can see in the picture, this picture is of money plant. So this doesn't grow straight like this tree. It needs the support of some stick or wall. So you have often seen different kinds of plants growing in the border of the house, yes, on the gate of the house for the decoration. They don't grow straight. They need the support of some kind of wall or stick to grow. So they have given the example money plant, grapevine. So I hope you are familiar with these plants. So here we have understood that stem, some of the stem are really very strong, are called trunk, and some of the plants don't have the strong stem. So they need the support of wall, stick and other things to grow itself. Now moving on to function of stem. We have understood how the stem are. Some are strong and some are weak. Now let us understand now what is the function of stem in the plant. So let us read and understand. Some of the main functions of the stem are given below. It keeps the plant upright and straight. So first function, which is what I have already explained you, that it helps the plant to grow straight. So that is the main and the first function which holds the tree straight. Another function is leaves, buds and flowers and fruits grow on the stem. Obviously, the branches and the stem are the part of the plants or the trees on which flower, leaves, fruits grow. Third function, the stem carries water, nutrients and food to different parts of the plant. So my dear students, the water and the nutrients the plants get is from the stem, and the water and the nutrients which stem gets from is called roots. Now again I would like to jump on the previous page. As you can see, this part of the plant is stem. So stem is responsible for sending the water and nutrients to the fruits, to the leaves and to the flowers. But the stem gets the water from the roots. So this is what the function is, to supply the water, nutrients to the flowers and different parts of the plant. Fourth function, stem of some plants are thick because they store extra food prepared by the plant. Some of these stem, such as sugarcane, potato and ginger, can be eaten by the human beings. Yes, if you remember students, you might be eating potato. This is your favorite. You might have consumed sugarcane, ginger. So these all are the things which we usually consume in our daily life. So these are all having the thick stem, the plants with the thick stem. So here, my dear students, one point is given which you need to understand in the box. Let's discuss this point. The point is, a neem tree does not need a stick to stand upright, whereas a grapevine does. Why do you think this is so? So students, they have said that a neem tree does not need the stick or any other support, but grapevine needs the support. Why? Very simple, because the stem, the trunk of the neem tree is very strong, but grapevine does not have thick or strong stem. That is the reason why we just use the stick or the wall as the support for the grapevine plant. So here one more extra information they have given which we need to understand is, some stems grow under the ground. Potato is an underground stem. Yes, that is the reason why potato grows underground, because it is called the underground stem. It does not grow above the ground. So you cannot see it with your eyes unless you dig the ground and you remove the potato from it. So now I hope you have understood the concept of stem, functions of stem and different kinds of stem, which is strong and weak. Now let us move on towards the topic leaf. What is leaf? Very simple. Leaf is the part of plant or a tree. As you can see in the picture, this is leaf. And you can see that labels are also there to explain you that there are the different parts in the leaf. So let us first read and understand leaf. The flat surface of the leaf is called the leaf blade. So as you can see, this is the flat surface of the leaf. Even if the water drop falls on the leaf, it will fall down slowly, gliding from here. So this is called leaf blade. It is very soft surface of the leaf. Now if you look at the leaf carefully, you will find a lot of lines running across it. These lines are called veins. So human beings also have the veins. Students, if you remember that, you might have got injection in your body. Doctor gives injection. So while giving the injection, doctor finds the vein in your hand. Similarly, leaf also has the vein. If you can see, these are the lines where my cursor is moving. So these lines, which is very less visible, are called the veins of the leaves. So I hope now you know what is leaf blade and what is veins in the leaf. Now my dear students, as you have seen the diagram of leaf, as you saw that there were the two parts in the diagram, leaf blade and veins, which were depicted in the diagram. Now let us understand the function of the leaves. Like we have understood the function of stem, we have understood the function of root. Let us understand what is the function or what are the functions of leaves in the plant. So leaves make the food for the plant. Therefore, they are also known as kitchen of the plants. So my dear students, as I have already explained you that green leaves make the food for the plant. So leaves, the another name for the leaves are kitchen of the plant. Most leaves appear green because they contain a substance called chlorophyll. Now you might be wondering that why leaves are of different colors. So here is the reason they have given, that most of the leaves appear green because they contain the substance called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll helps the leaves to absorb the light. Green leaves prepare food for the plant in the presence of air, water and light. So as you know, when mom is cooking the food, she needs water, she needs different vegetables, she needs salt. Different ingredients are needed to cook the food of different kind. Similarly, when green leaves are cooking the food for the plant, are preparing the food for the plant, they need air, water and light. Light means sunlight. Obviously, we cannot throw the light on it, or even if we throw the light on it, it is not going to be useful for the leaves. So leaves absorb the sunlight, water and air, and with the help of these three things, it prepares the food for the entire plant. That was the first function. Second, leaves give out a gas called oxygen, which is essential for the life. So according to me, my dear students, this is the most important function done by the leaves. Leaves gives out the gas called oxygen. Now oxygen is very important for the human being. Without oxygen, can we survive? No. Without oxygen, human beings or any living beings, even the animals, may die. So which is very much important. So leaves are not only helping the plants but also helping the human beings and the survival of human beings. So that is the reason we should not cut the trees. If we cut the trees, eventually the loss is for us, not for the trees. Leaves of some plants store the food. Spinach, cabbage, lilac and coriander. Leaves are the example of the leaves eaten by the human beings. So my dear students, they not only give the oxygen, but few leaves are useful in the dinner or in the lunch for the human being to eat it. And I know that you all might have heard all these names: spinach, cabbage, lilac, coriander. So these all are the leaves which we use in our food. Some of these are very, very useful and are stuffed with a lot of vitamins. So if you consume it, it is really helpful for your body and for the different parts of the body. So my dear students, today in this lecture, we have understood the function of root. Then we moved towards the topic of stem, and we saw that few plants have the strong stem and few have the weak stem. Few needs the support of the wall and sticks, but few plants, those who are having the strong stem called trunk, they don't need the support of any stick or wall to stand straight. Moreover, we saw the functions of the stem, and then we moved towards the topic leaf, and then we saw that there are the two main parts of the leaf in the diagram: leaf blade and veins. And then at the end today we have understood the functions of leaves. So with this, my dear students, I end my today's lecture. So thank you for watching the lecture. Thank you for understanding the concept, listening to me. If you want, you can watch the video lecture again and again. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Keep following all the lectures and make sure you understand the concept. And not only that, but also you try to find the different roots, stems and plants and observe it in physically. If you will go to gardens, you will be able to see plants. So in the real life, if you will touch it with your hands, if you will see, if you will observe it, you will be able to understand it more precisely. So with this I end my lecture. Thank you. Goodbye.